Yeah, guys, here I am again. You may wonder, yeah, we're doing a bit proper sort of bushcraft video today. I thought, yeah, it's March, beginning of March, but why not doing a bit of harvest? Yeah, harvest what? Tinder. Yeah, I found some tinder lately. Some tree mushroom, and I'm going to harvest some of it. But that's not all. Just when I came along here in the woods, yeah, you see there in the background, I get a bit closer in a minute. Someone had a bit of shelter built up, and yeah, it's a bit older, but a bushcraft shelter, as you can see. Someone must have been some kids or something, but it's a very good start. Still standing. Yeah, someone built that up with some string and stuff, and I guess well, maybe some kids or maybe a tramp. I don't know. Definitely something. And someone has put some moss in there. There's a little bit leftover moss in there, and yeah, it looks like it's a good start. Yeah, because if you look at it, someone really made an effort, and just standing between some trees, a bit lean-to, and some old branches, and yeah, it's a bit rough, but definitely would work. So yeah, look at that. Definitely the right size, and with a nice view into the woods. Yeah, it's definitely quiet here, and yeah, one reason why I came out here today, because it has been quite dry in the last few weeks. Cold, warm, shifting, but dry. Yeah. And I thought, well, have a bit of look out for my own little camp. A few days out in my tent. Yeah, got this lavu tent. Yeah, the chum, the cotton tent. I haven't put that on video yet, so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Yeah, maybe even with a bit of cold weather, having a bit the tent oven with me. Yeah, because it's not far away to walk, and yeah, so I come across this little shelter. Need a bit rework, but definitely makes a start. So, all right, this is introduction for just the reason why I came out here, to find a suitable spot for my tent. Yeah, and for a few days out, like pre-planning. Yeah, combination with finding a suitable spot. I was looking out for harvesting some tinder, and that's why I'm coming out today. And yeah, getting in, cracking, and doing some harvesting instead of sitting around and chatting. Oh, getting old to get up. So, yeah, there we go. And yeah, there I found an old tree stump. A dead tree, yeah, and I'm, yeah, so even got a nice seat around, some green moss here, and that's actually the tree I'm looking for. Yeah, there's huge, this is a huge old mushroom, tree mushroom, and yeah, seems to be all right. So yeah, I took my Lars Fält Knife with me today, because it's going to be a bit effort to get that loose. It's about, yeah, let's have a look. This tree, this mushroom, I mean, with my Lars Fält Knife, if you look at it, it's about 1/2 length of the knife. Yeah, it's about a mushroom like that. Yeah, from tip to here. So it's about like that. about length like that, yeah, including the handle just sitting out here. So it's a huge mushroom here. So yeah, I'll show you in detail. Put that up here. Oh, gonna need that in a minute. And yeah, here we go. This is a tree mushroom, and have a look at the size of it. Yeah, just take the knife as a comparison. It's quite a chunk. There are actually two of these guys, and it's just a dead tree. Yeah, the woodpecker had a bit of go with it as well, and all around it's a dead tree. The woodpecker had a bit of a nest in there, or some other little creature. So here's the other mushroom. Quite an interesting structure, and yeah, but I'm starting with the large one down here, taking that off. Yeah, about this tree, yeah. Actually looks like an old beech tree. Yeah, you can tell. See these noble things here? Yeah, they grow on beech trees. They're quite nice to peel the skin off and make some good decorations. Yeah, I really like them. I might take that off because they're a bit like just resting on the outside of the bark. Yeah, so they're quite easy to break off. And yeah, I may harvest them as well. And tell that this is a beech tree, yeah, probably white beech. They usually grow this fairy eggs on it. The gnome mushrooms on a tree as well. Yeah, just fairy tale. Taking that off. Actually, yeah, I never done that before. So everything is the first try, but first I thought getting the old cookery out, but let's see if I can loosen that. All around. Yeah, it probably can take a bit, and sounds hollow. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I work my way through it and see if I can take that off. It actually takes a bit of effort, so I just fetch a bit of chunk here, try to knock that a bit. Coming loose, but slowly. But definitely wants to be loosened up first. Yeah. Hacking it. Yeah, just to show you how this mushroom actually was sitting on the outside of the bark. So the only thing I had to do is knock in from the top, yeah, and then leverage off from the side. And here's the opposite, yeah. That's actually sitting on the tree side, just resting on the bark. Yeah, so see, I got this huge tree mushroom here, yeah, and yeah, give it a bit dry for maybe. Definitely leave this one alone. I know where to find it, and no point breaking them all off. Yeah, I got a huge one here, So I give it a try, and maybe next year or later in autumn I get that one. Here there's a fallen tree from above, yeah, and it actually got several of this the mushdown tree mushroom sitting there, rotten away and composting. It's just decomposing, but it's another sibling, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a fallen tree of the stump, yeah, and this is the site. Okay, so now I'm taking this fairy eggs off, yeah, break them off the same way I broke the tinder mushroom off. Just loosen around the side and then break the thing off like, and it's like a big walnut size, yeah. So try to get that little guy off, yeah. My knife, for purpose, I just peel the bark off because it's brittly, just to show you how it would look like without the bark. Actually, the decoration bark, it looks like a little tree grown brain thingy. And usually I would, well, the smaller ones are easy to break off, yeah, without taking the bark off, but for demonstration I'm gonna show you how easy they sit. Just, they are not actually, these ones, they are not actually grown into the trees trunk, but rather sitting on top of the bark. So there you go. Just a little knock, yeah, and the fairy eggs coming off. And I don't know if you can see that. I maybe have to polish that a bit, but you get all the grown earrings in there as well. Yeah, if you polish that, and they do a really nice decoration on the windowsill or anywhere, yeah, and they're quite a nice shape. So they only, usually I collect them fresh, yeah, and because then it's easy, even with your fingernails, to peel the bark off, like I'm doing here with a dried off bark, yeah, but the fresh bark. So it's only peeling the bark off, basically, and it comes off very easy. And there you go. You got your little decoration, your fairy eggs in the woods. Yeah, that's real. And another one over there. Yeah, always put your knife away. Yeah, it's just sitting on the outside of the bark. Yeah, it's just an extension of the bark. It's not grown into the tree. It gets getting all the nutritions from the bark, yeah, and not rooting into the tree itself. It's just on the outside of the bark, yeah. And you see this little dotty thing there, and I could see the spiky on the fairy egg, yeah. It's probably just poking in there, grown out there, and yeah. So getting the other one up here, yeah. So as you can see here, yeah, it's just the bark sitting around, just peeling it off the side, yeah, and yeah, it's already starting. There it is, yeah, and I hope the light is all right for the camera, so you can see what's going on here. Just peeling the bark off from the outside, and so basically just need a bit a knock, maybe a twist. There you go. Here you go. Got another one. See this little spike I was talking about, going into further into the bark, and there are two more here from the other one. And look at that. They're just like little potato, but they are really hard. Yeah, they're nice for carving or for decoration. Yeah. You can carve little faces into it if you want. And yeah, this is just fairy eggs, fairy eggs out of the woods, and including having the mushroom there, the tinder. And yeah, I'll show you something else what I discovered. Yeah, I found out there's a bit nesting material down here, dropped down from the nest, yeah. And what I'm gonna try, because it's all loose here, rough treatment here. Let's see, I can, yeah, there we go. So, okay, here we go. That's a woodpecker nest. There's some old nesting material around. There's moss and everything. There's the entrance of the woodpecker's home, yeah, on the outside of the tree stump, yeah, because the whole thing is split in parts, yeah. It was actually easy. And then walking around, and there you see the inside of the there on top. You can see the hole from the inside, yeah, where the woodpecker would come in. And this is actually the burrow of a woodpecker. Look quite deep, it's about a foot deep, yeah. And yeah, so that's how it looks like on the inside. And yeah, but because the tree is rotten, and so that's the view of a woodpecker from the inside getting out. Yeah, there you go, just chipped clean, yeah. And there's the nesting bottom, the nest bottom up there. So yeah, this is a burrow of a woodpecker, yeah, from the backside. It would have come down anyway, but so yeah, I may find some fresh fairy eggs. If I find some, there are some more beech trees up here. I may find one or the other fresh one. Can show you the difference to the old. Yeah, all right. Here we got some very, very small ones, yeah, and they grow on the outside, and you can actually sometimes just with your fingernails. Sometimes you can break them off with your hands, but they're just sitting here on the. Zack, there you go. That's how a fresh one looks like. Yeah, so with the bark still on it, so you can actually peel the bark off by hand, yeah, while you're in the woods, and take them home. Make a bit of necklace for your girlfriend or whoever, yeah. And there's another one down here, yeah, very tiny ones, but I am rather looking for the slightly bigger ones. And let's see, yeah, and another one. Exciting day. I had my well, the tinder successful off the tree, found some old fairy eggs, yeah, and the burrow of the woodpecker, yeah, from the inside. So now I'm carry on and find my well, sort of a campsite for the next project, yeah, where I can put my tent up. Instead of having a hammock in the trees. I could put the hammock anywhere I wanted here, but I wanted to try out my tent, the chum, yeah, the cotton fire tent, and I got a tent stove, and I may even put that on into action. So that's why March, it's at night, it can be cold, but not too cold, yeah, and it's dry, so I thought, giving it a go. Yeah, I'm carry on. Okay, so, yeah, put all my gear away, and it's a good thing having a rucksack. Yeah, so I can actually But it's quite heavy, a heavy chunk. So I can put that in my rucksack. And the old thingy eggs with it. Yeah, put that in here. And so got my rucksack in place, and off I go. So yeah, first harvest done. So that was a successful harvest, yeah, with the old tinder, and well, I'm on my way again. Actually, yeah, I actually found a nice spot for my tent. See there in the background behind me, it's fairly flat, yeah, and a bit sheltered. There are a few pine trees there, and the best thing is it's yeah, it's a private wood, and yeah, I got permission to do what I'm doing, so I'm not just doing wild camp, especially with the tent. Yeah, it's better to have permission, and with the hammock I would do wild camping anywhere, but with the tent, and especially when I put the tent stove up, yeah, and like a bit more like a campsite, I would definitely ask for permission, and this is a very convenient place here. Next one, I may or may not put my tent up, and you may or may not see the tent stove, yeah, and me frying some sausages or whatever, yeah, and yeah. So for today it's harvest day, and I got my lot in the back, yeah, in the rucksack, and yeah, see you next time.